How are your hips feeling today? Now notice your feet. I'm Jill, and today we'll be unwinding this whole lower body tension pattern because in somatic movement, it's all connected. So join me in standing and we'll begin. Look down at your feet and give your toes a little wiggle. And then you can start just taking micro steps around on the mat or the floor, whatever surface you're on, until you get yourself organized with all 10 toes facing forward. And just arrive there with me and pause. Let's lift and spread all of our toes and place them back down. 3 more times. Lift and spread and place them down. You're welcome to look down at your feet and lift and spread and ground your toes back down. And one more here. Lift and spread and anchor them down. Now just tiny weight shifts, rolling your weight to the front of your foot and rolling your weight to the back of your foot. Trying to keep your foot down, but without any gripping. Rolling your weight forward, so your whole body has to lean without hinging at the hips, and shifting your weight back and shifting it forward and back and pause. And let's shift our weight to the outer edge of one foot and the inner edge of the other. And reverse, outside edge of one foot, inside edge of the other. And 3 more times here, just gliding. You might start to notice, I haven't explicitly pointed it out yet, but the more you are connected into your feet, there'll be ease and glide in your hip sockets. So just take maybe 2 more here. I know it's more than what I said, but see if you can sense the connection between the ground and your hip socket. And pause. Now we're going to just open a little bit wider, whatever's comfortable for you, beginning with all the toes facing forward still. You can place your arms wherever is comfortable for you. And again, we're just going to do a little bit of a shift. This time it's almost like a tail wag. So notice if you can sense a connection between your hips right in here and staying grounded and connected to the floor. So now we're not actually rolling to the edge of the feet. The entire surface of the foot is nice and connected to the ground, and it allows a space to wag our tail. Good. Notice how that travels up your entire spine, how your hips and your lower back and your entire spine are connected. Good. Now you can actually roll back onto your heels a little bit and open the feet a little bit wider. And then we're just going to take a baby weight shift. So soften the knee. It's going to head towards kind of in between your big toe and your second toe. And then the other side, knee glides towards those 2 toes. And switch. You can do whatever you want with the hands. I'm just using mine to guide the motion. And switch. And switching. Good. A couple more here. It's fine if your knee goes forward of your toe. It actually has to in human movement to get down all the way to the floor, which we're not going to do today, but it's definitely something that has to happen to facilitate that. And pause. Bring your feet back to where you started with them just kind of under your hips. And now we'll take a bit of a movement pattern to really get our feet connected into the mat and wake up the whole range of motion of the hip a bit more. So we're going to anchor our right foot and then step forward with the opposite foot to 12 o'clock. And bring it back, and stepping out to 1 o'clock and bring it back, and finding 2 o'clock and returning home, and finding 3 o'clock. My toes are still forward, and bring it home, and finding 4 o'clock and return, and 5 o'clock and bring it home, and 6 o'clock and bring it back, and just pause and shake. So when you do this on your own, you can of course reverse that and come back around the clock if you want. For the sake of time today, let's just take it to the other side to learn the movement pattern. So we have stepping out and rolling through the foot, 12 o'clock, and bring it back. We have 11 o'clock and bring it home, and 10 o'clock. Really feeling the floor. And ooh, what is that? 9 o'clock and bring it home. And 8, rolling through the foot. You might find some schnaggly bits. And 7 o'clock, look down at your feet, pause, or the toes all forward, and bring it back. And 6 o'clock and bring it back. And shake. Just, yeah, give everything a little bit of a shake. Good, really good. So that's just a little bit of footwork and hip work. Now let's just take a little bit of a micro bend in the hips, knees, and ankles. And you can bring your hands down to the top of your thighs. And I want you to just trace with your kneecaps the outline of your feet. So it's a very small motion, but it's definitely getting into the deep hip socket, and it's involving a little bit of intrinsic ankle mobility and some support through your lower abdomen. And let's reverse it. So tracing the outline of your foot with both feet. Just a couple more here. And pause and stand up nice and tall for me. Good. So you can see how the joints in the lower body are all connected. If one isn't moving cleanly, then most likely the other ones are not as well. So sometimes we get into a storyline, if our hip feels tight, that we have to go directly to the hip. But the hip might just be a symptom of something else going on elsewhere in the body, usually maybe the foot, for example. So if you're feeling locked up in your hips, I recommend micro movement and really making sure that your feet are healthy and aligned and part of that movement pattern. So if you found today's practice helpful, I would absolutely love it if you would leave a comment below. Let me know how it helped you. Let me know, yeah, if you have awareness and good connection into your feet. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care and bye for now.